Hey everybody, Dog8798 here. This is my rant on Stuart Snyder and my thoughts on him leaving. As you can see, I finally got my computer fixed, and I'm now back up here now, and I figured out how to talk on this computer without using the microphone. With that being said, this is my rant on Stuart Snyder. I hate Stuart Snyder. I've I've always hated him. I used to defend him back in late 2008. I used to defend him back in late 2008, but in 2000, ever since 2009, I've hated Stuart Snyder. I've hated a lot of decisions he's made regarding Cartoon Network. I hated what he's done to the name of Cartoon Network. He's canceled a lot of good shows. He airs crap. He aired a green lighted crappy shows, and I'm still mad to this day over some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about right here. Like I said, I first heard about my very first introduction to Stuart Snyder, of course, was in 2007 after the bomb scare where the original president of Cartoon Network stepped down. But I didn't pay much attention to that, but I should have, because this was the beginning of the end. Cartoon Network was slowly become crappier and crappier, and then, of course, my full introduction to Stuart Snyder was in 2009 when a friend and YouTuber of mine named Naruto Rasengan told myself and several of the YouTubers the whole Stuart Snyder story. What happened? First off, who Stuart Snyder was, how he became president, and all the decisions he made. That's when I really got my full introduction to Stuart Snyder. When he in 2009, when he debuted that Seeing Real garbage, which pissed me off. Of course, in 2008, when I saw people hating on Cartoon Network, which 2008 Cartoon Network was poor in comparison to the golden years of Cartoon Network, but it was still good. It was still good. So I got sick of people being nostalgic and criticizing the current shows on Cartoon Network, and just I really wasn't on YouTube yet, but I was just angry and bitter towards the what's his name. Now I understand where some of those people were coming from. But in 2008, I was still trying to have faith in Stuart Snyder and Cartoon Network. That Cartoon Network would get better. That right now, just like we were at that time in real life and still are today, we were going through a recession. I thought Cartoon Network was going through their recession, and of course they'll get a couple of new shows and they'll get back to the golden era. They'll get back to the golden era. In late 2008, of course, especially when I heard ideas of a new action block. I was thinking, okay, Toonami kind of ran this. As much as I love Toonami, it kind of ran its course, and it's time to rebrand with a new action block. It's time to rebrand Cartoon Network with a new action block, and of course, you had Cartoon Network announced the Cartoon Suite idea, which was just like the Water Cartoon and World Premiere Tunes of the past, where a lot of animators get to show shorts on where Cartoon Network airs a lot of animators shorts, the green light to see which one will become a full-length series. That's what Cartoon Network needed to do to get some new shows. I was like, okay, so they'll get back together. But come 2009, Craig McCracken leaves Cartoon Network, which was terrible. He leaves Cartoon Network, and then this new action block they were talking about here. I'm thinking it'll be a new Toonami-like block. No, it's You Are Here, which was awesome, but that block was based on cartoons we had already saw during the day and during the week, like Secret Saturdays, Ben 10 Alien Force, Transformers Animated, and Batman Brave and the Bold. That was a prime time action block. That wasn't a Toonami like action block. So that pissed me off how misleading that was. He just moved all anime to Adult Swim, and Adult Swim moved all anime to Saturday night, the dev slot. So yeah, no more anime on no more good dosage of comedy and anime during the week, with all anime on Saturday and all comedy on Sunday. No, anime is only on Saturday, and crappy comedy on Adult Swim is Monday through Friday, and Sunday through Friday. Yeah, so that was number one where I started to hate him. Then, of course, what ruined Cartoon Network? Cartoon Network. Instead of finding a new Toonami block, he used the money to fund the crappy live-action See It Real block. One of the worst blocks of all time and some of the worst Cartoon Network shows of all time. Two of these shows I remember weren't bad, but they just had no business being on Cartoon Network. Survive this, build, destroy. Bobby says, all that stuff. It's like I said, two of those I remember. In the Ghost, there was a Ghost show. There was a Ghost Hunter, crappy Ghost Hunter show too. But I just don't remember right now because it was so garbage. But none of that stuff would deserve to be on Cartoon Network. It was a waste of time and a waste of money. Nobody liked it. The newer generation of Cartoon Network fans really didn't get into that. And of course, the older generation of Cartoon Network fans didn't like that, and critics didn't like it. Nobody liked the See and Real stuff. I was surprised Stuart Snyder still got to keep his job after that. Still got to keep his job as Cartoon Network president. Then, of course, it gets better and worse. It gets better and worse. When they finally canceled the See and Real block, they didn't cancel it for a while. They just got rid of the title and the bumpers, but kept several of the shows on a primetime slot on Wednesday. So they didn't cancel the show, even though they said they were going to cancel the show. And I hate it when Cartoon Network does that. When they say they're going to cancel a show, but they don't actually cancel it, they just stop making new episodes and stop promoting it, but still keep it on the channel. They did that with Incredible Crew, which I'm about to get to later, before they finally just got rid of that. Before they finally just got rid of that. And I hated that. Then of course in mid 2010, Cartoon Network actually starts getting better. They got a new logo and bumper that resembles the old Checkers Power Zone era bumpers from the 90s and early 2000s. Even the cool scene where the characters come out of the checker block pieces, I thought that was pretty cool. That was very retro. Then of course, Cartoon Network was getting better. They got new shows like Regular Show and Adventure Time, which was an internet cartoon. Adventure Time. These shows were pretty awesome. Then Robotomy, which was a pretty cool show. This show didn't last long, but it was pretty good. This was pretty good. Then, of course, you got Symbiotic Titan, probably Gindy's best work to date. Symbiotic Titan, cool mecha comedy-driven robot action show. Then, of course, you got Young Justice, and then coming up, you had Thundercats, the Looney Tunes show, and the Green Lantern animated series. So Cartoon Network was actually getting better. But of course, Stuart Snyder still doing dumb crap. Number one, having the Hall of Game Awards on Cartoon Network and having Hole in the Wall. Crappy live action shows that have no business on the network and making the network look bad. People at that time, even though Cartoon Network was better, were bashing Cartoon Network because of these crappy shows. These crappy shows made Cartoon Network look bad. But Cartoon Network was actually getting better, and shows like Thundercats, Young Justice, and Green Lantern were like hugely popular. And then 2 years later, after that hiatus was over, which that wasn't even important, so I'm not going to even really cover that. After that hiatus was over and Green Lantern and Young Justice finally returned to their website, finally returned to the network, this guy just ups and cancels both of these shows despite how popular they were, despite how much everyone loved them, because they didn't sell toys. They did that with Symbiotic Titan too, but I forgave it with Symbiotic Titan because we had much more awesome stuff coming up. One show leaves, but better shows replace it. So I forgave it with Symbiotic Titan, but that was another example. Canceling awesome, popular shows that everyone liked because they didn't sell toys. Even though if you watch these shows, it was more about the story arcs than the toys. Cancel awesome shows like this. Then of course, something everyone wanted, Teen Titans Season 6. Teen Titans Season 6 back. Everyone has wanted a Teen Titans Season 6. Ever since then, there's been several petitions to get Teen Titans back on the air with a new season. And they finally announced that Teen Titans will be returning in a sequel series. Instead of a sequel series, it's a chibi version, Teen Titans Go, a half-hour animated series of the DC animated shorts you see during the commercial. This pissed me off and turned me off the Cartoon Network for a while. I came back when they got shows like Steven Universe and Uncle Grandpa, but that right there turned me off the Cartoon Network. Then we got Beware the Batman, which when I first heard about that show in 2011, late 2011, I thought that show was going to be garbage. The show is actually okay, nothing special, but it still sucks. It's not the worst cartoon ever. It's not the worst cartoon I was making it out to be before it aired, but it's definitely one of the weakest and worstest Batman cartoons and series I've ever seen. So, canceling good DC shows for crappy ones. And the DC Nation block wasn't that good anyway, but at least Green Lantern and Young Justice was something to look forward to on weekends and Saturdays and Sundays. So, canceling shows like that, wasting Cartoon Network's blocks with filler blocks, time shows. You could be showing other shows in these blocks, but instead you just repeat shows and show bland movie marathons. Another reason I hate Stuart Snyder and Toonami. Greatest thing about Cartoon Network, we have to stay up 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 11:30 to 6 o'clock to watch Toonami, when in the past we had it on weekdays. Then later we had a cool Muguzi block on weekdays for kids and the edgy Toonami block early 9 till about 11. And I think Toonami being 12 to 6 and Adult Swim, I think that's awesome, but at the same time lame. Compared to what we used to get. So pretty much doing all this stuff to pretty much ruin Cartoon Network.
Avast virus database has been updated.
To ruin Stuart Snyder doing all this stuff to ruin Cartoon Network. When they got shows like Young Justice and Steven Universe, I'm not Young Justice, but shows like Steven Universe and Uncle Grandpa, the channel actually started to get better, but it's still garbage in comparison to what it used to be, to what it was just recently and what it used to be in the golden era. That's Stuart Snyder. He ruined Cartoon Network. He canceled lots of good shows and made lots of dumb decisions. He greenlighted several crappy shows, like the Seeing Real block, Out of Jimmy's Head, which was also garbage. I'm so glad that's gone. I forgot to mention that earlier in this video. What else? Almost Naked Animals. Lots of crappy Canadian shows while I'm at it. Almost Naked Animals. So much crap. The Problem Solvers. So much crap, man. And it got better in his last year with Cartoon Network, but it's still crap in comparison to what Cartoon Network used to be and what it was just recently. And then of course now he's finally gone, and Cartoon Network, like I said, it did improve in its last days, and it's still the same now. It's good, but it's just terrible in comparison to what it used to be. The comedy is good, but the action is poor. All you have for action is Tenkai Knights, Beyblade, Pokemon, and a Ben 10 Omniverse, which I think Ben 10 is now stale. Omniverse is good, but the Ben 10 show is now Ben 10 franchise is now stale. And like I said, Cartoon Network, if you like comedy, it's good. But if you, like my opinion, like both and Mr. Yoda's, we had a good dosage of comedy and action, Cartoon Network still kind of sucks. And it's slightly better with him going. But it's still not saying much. And one thing I don't like about Cartoon Network now, I don't like Adult Swim being from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock now. I don't like Adult Swim taking up much more time. That's the only thing I don't like. But I guess everything else is good except for the poor action content on Cartoon Network. Well, I hope I'm glad Stuart Snyder's gone, but I hope he gets better. I hope the new president is much better and is not a Stuart Snyder 2.0 like Doc Knock 99 said. All right. Dugout.